I'm often in the mood for dancing on a Friday night, but some people are in the mood for a curry, and I'm going that way.
I like a bit of a curry on a Friday night.
That way. Let's go to Nisha Katona, here to help you do it simply and easily. And it is a korma you're going to do, Nisha.
A chicken korma. Because this is kind of entry level. This is like, oh, we've just been talking about A-levels. This is O-level curry making. So I thought I'd start quite simply.
So even Eamonn could do this?
Even Eamonn could eat this.
Well, I could eat
you
it,
could have the patience to do it. But it's dead easy. It's 20 minutes. And everything that I cook, honestly, 3 spices, 20 minutes. Otherwise, it's no use to anyone, really.
Well, it smells. I mean, the spices smell absolutely delicious.
You're very open-minded, you know, because this is a billion Indians eat curry for breakfast, lunch, dinner, supper. We don't think about that, do we? So it's a very normal thing.
It's funny because you quite often will say to me, should we go for lunch curry? And there's something about curry at lunchtime that I go, oh no, I don't want a curry at lunchtime.
Oh, Ruth, don't say that, really?
Yeah. I don't know why.
She's odd.
It's just obviously
She's odd. She is odd.
Because, you know, the majority of Indian food is actually vegan, so it's really light. It should be really generally light. And I think this is the thing, is that we have these misconceptions. Yes, I'm just having a little play with these knobs. There we go. I'm cooking a fried rice. Can I just tell you really quickly how we do that? So fried rice is not old rice that you then fry up. Fried rice is a little bit of oil in the pan, cumin seeds that they've got to go brown. So you've got to wake those seeds up.
Now.
That's what I'm doing now. In with 1 cup, so like a builder's mug of rice, dead easy, and then you just toss that into that spiced oil, and then 2 of the same cup of water.
Why do you have to coat it in the oil, then?
I'll tell you why, because what happens is it cooks differently, so it stays a little bit more elegant, it's kind of dressed, and it doesn't become as sludgy.
Sludgy,
exactly, so it remains quite separate, the grains are quite separate, and there's a little bit of permeation of, you know, the cumin perfumes things, so the grains of rice absorb a bit of that perfume, you see. But rice, the reason I wanted to do rice on the show is because rice is, honest, and I'm Indian, and I couldn't cook rice till I was about 38 years old, because it's one of the hardest things to get right. It's terrifying.
So 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water.
Yeah, bring it to the boil, lid on, leave it. Take it off the heat and leave it for 20 minutes.
Don't play around, don't
play around.
OK.
Naughty step. So literally bring it to the boil, lid on, and just leave it for anything from 10 to 20 minutes and it's done.
Meanwhile, you're making your sauce.
Yes, and then in the meantime, we're making the chicken curry. So we'll let that boil. Here we go. Any chicken curry, I get really excited, I'm sorry, but because it's so simple. Any meat curry is based on onions, ginger and garlic.
Yeah.
And it's as much as you can be bothered to chop. And if you want a thicker sauce, you chop them finer.
Okay.
If you want a nice runny sauce, because Indians quite like a sort of thinner liquor, then you chop them a bit more coarsely. So we're going to make a nice fine korma. So nicely finely chopped onions, ginger and garlic. That's your mantra whenever you're starting any kind of meat curry.
So that's like those kind of, you know, celery, onions and
for a
carrot.
sofrito.
Yes.
Exactly right.
That kind of thing.
And you know what's so lovely? Because I travel the world and cook the world, and every culture has those mantras. They're very, very simple, usually a trinity of ingredients that start off their staple dishes. This is the way grandmothers cook. This is, you know, this is quick, authentic, you know, home-style cooking. And you don't want to juggle too many ingredients. Generally, the crucible of Indian food, I'm going to grab this chicken and throw it in, is 1 pan and a stove with 20 minutes worth of heat in it. And you think about that.
So is that chicken breast, thighs, or...?
Well, this is breast, which breaks my heart a bit, because no Indian would cook with breast.
Why?
Well, because the flavour's in the bones.
OK.
And I think we do need to get our heads around that a little bit more in the West. So the flavour comes from the bones, but also you're honouring every part of the animal. You know, we need to cook the whole beast, really.
Anyway, we've got chicken breast today.
But we've got chicken breast today because that is actually what people like. They like lumps of meat in a thick sauce, it would appear.
That's me. That is me. I like the thick sauce and a nice bit of meat in.
Yeah, that's how people imagine a curry. Yeah. It's actually very far.
So do you actually have to brown it, or are you just sealing it at this point?
We're just sealing it. Okay. And then this is where we go in with the spices. So 3 spices, 2 never change in every curry. Turmeric and chilli, they're the mother and father of all curries. Okay. So turmeric is the point at which a casserole, in my view, becomes a curry. Okay. It kind of takes you to the soil of India. It's like a root, so it's kind of earthy. You put it,
and that gives you colour as well.
It does, but that's incidental. Okay. It's actually a really, well, allegedly a very good health-giving spice. But it's that you're building up layers of flavour when you build a curry. Tiny bit of chilli powder. Okay. I don't have my curries hot, but chilli powder goes in not to bring heat, but to bring a little bit of smoke, a little bit of warmth and a little bit of smoke. And then the last and the
Is
most
this the one I
important-
said to you, what's this, when I came over?
Yeah, that's garam masala.
Yes, I was thinking, is that brown sugar? I couldn't work out what it was.
There is going to be brown sugar as well.
That's garam masala.
2.5 minutes, just to let you know.
Is garam
Okay.
masala a mixture of...
Garam masala is a blend of about anything up to about 20 spices.
Okay.
And that is the meat spice. So, in with the spices, and this is where it gets really simple. And then we don't cook with cream, we cook with yoghurt or creme fraiche. So, in with the creme fraiche. And just stir that through. And then we're going to loosen it. It looks a bit grim at the moment, but it will start to shine a
Smells
little bit.
delicious. I mean, those spices, when they hit the heat, are gorgeous, aren't
Yeah. A little bit of water. And it just makes it lighter. You know, these dishes don't need to be heavy. So this is a kind of korma that you could have every day because it's yoghurt. And then we simmer it, and then we get, because we've got 2 minutes, we have one...
And how long would you simmer that for, Nisha?
About 10 minutes. Until, honestly, until the chicken, because it's chicken breast,
Yeah.
cooks quite quickly, until the chicken's done.
Now, the interesting thing is, this is not the colour of korma I would get in my takeaway, which is always bright yellow.
Yeah, that's right. So this has no colourings in it. And depending on how yellow you want it, you can add turmeric in, more turmeric in. But the truth is, this is how a real korma looks.
What's
Of
that
course,
going
yeah.
in?
That is ground almonds that you don't necessarily have to add. It just adds a bit of luxury and a bit of heft. You've got to add a bit of brown sugar. So in India, we don't season with salt and pepper. We season with salt and a little bit of sugar. So wherever you're cooking with onions or tomatoes, you just think about, do you want to bring
You're
the
into your
natural
last
sugar zone?
minute now, Nisha.
Great, and we're done. So I'm going to
Done?
stir this in.
It's done. Shall I put some
done.
rice in the bowl for you?
That would be amazing, thank you.
So this is you said your elegant rice, because all the grains have stayed together.
They should. So when you take the lid off, that's right, they all sort of stand to attention. Can you see how separate
Yeah.
it is? And that's with the minimal interference.
Don't get
You lift it in,
45 seconds.
45 seconds. Just I'm going to loosen that a tiny bit. Are you holding your bowl out?
Well, we're down to our last 30 seconds, Nisha, and I don't want to fall off
There
there.
you go. OK, here we go.
Lovely.
We're doing 2 portions,
Smells.
yeah?
Yes, please. Just gonna
You know,
say,
if
that's
you're
perfect.
following along, then you're thinking, I could have a go at this.
Yeah.
All the details, they're there on the app, so please do
Gotta
be
taste
our
that
guest.
sauce.
Lovely having you here.
So
Thank you.
lovely to be
Thank you
here.
very much indeed. I don't know about dinner, but that's certainly lunch sorted
Yep.
for us.
Oh, my goodness, there's so many flavours in that.
Really
Thank you,
good.
Nisha.
No, it's a pleasure. Good to
There
be
you
here.
go, your
Over.
Friday night curry.